Welcome to Little Brother. You join us for week 2 of the best celebrity Big Brother yet. There's still plenty of life in the old dog yet, so stay with us for all the latest news from the house. Tonight, providing the fuel for this fire, we've got our beautiful BBLB audience, everybody. Also in the studio and under house arrest for the next 30 minutes, Crime Watch's Rav Wilding and former housemate and Big Brother lover Vanessa Feltz, everybody! Hello, how are we?
Really good.
Fantastic, nice to see you. Now, I think we better have a recap of what's happened over the last 24 hours. It's time for the BBLB Hot News. So, welcome to the news. Yesterday we showed you Heidi discussing nominations. Naughty girl, isn't she, eh? Well, I can tell you it wasn't just old tight face that couldn't keep tight-lipped. Big Brother misses nothing.
At 10:30 a.m. today, after leaving the diary room, Heidi said to Dane, "I better be voted out of this house." So I voted for Stephanie and Sol. Big Brother takes the breaking of rules very seriously. Therefore, housemates must be punished. Big Brother has removed all food from the house and replaced it with emergency supplies.
They were never going to get away with it scot-free, were they? Will the beans and peas bring the celebrities to their knees? Hey?
Are you saying they're not going to give us anything to eat for 12 hours?
Well, yes, we've got rice.
Well, I shall be going over the wall then. Simple as that. Simple as that.
I just think it's funny because it's all starting now. Yeah, and I'm a sadistic as well. I can't wait for people to start fighting.
Yeah, you just want to sit back and watch.
I'm just like, wow.
Have to wait and see if people start getting a bit twitchy. Next up, the Jonas-Katia situation is dividing the nation. You're either bored stiff or sick to the stomach. Take a look at them today.
Oh, it was more than worth it.
This is horrible. Being too clingy. You've upset Jonas. Apparently he's become sulky.
He's a grand boy.
Are you dumping him already?
I really don't like those trousers.
They're your boyfriends.
They're not his trousers.
Of course they are.
Oh, they're horrible. You need to stop this thing. It's not worth it in the end. Okay?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
That's it, guys. It's over. The irony, he went for the leather trousers to remind her of Ronnie, and then it all just backfired. What a nightmare. Now, Ivana may move in the highest echelons of society, but it doesn't stop her being a game old bird. Take a little look at last night when the lads got naked.
Oh, my God.
It looks like he's still got
Oh, my God, I can't believe
It
it.
looks like he's still got room in his hands.
I can't believe it.
He's getting so excited. Where's my boyfriend? With my husband.
Yeah, right. No, you're going.
Anyway, breaking news just in. A new task gone into the house. What is it I hear you cry?
What is it?
No idea, I say. Let's have a little look.
Good afternoon, welcome to this very special edition of Countdown, which aims to find out if celebrity VIPs know their ABCs and their 1, 2, 3s.
I'll have a pee, please, Bob. I meant it's the wrong show.
Brasserie.
I love Vinnie Jones. He's too good. That's it for the news. Time now for the weather. Hello and welcome to the weather. Are we not loving the weather, by the way, everybody? The housemates' true feelings are coming out in the nominations, and the food shortage is only increasing tensions, causing the whole of the map to be properly moody. That's it for the weather, everybody. Joining me now is celebrity Big Brother favourite, Vanessa Feltz! Hello, my love, how are you?
I am loving this programme.
Aren't we all?
Oh, it's
Aren't we
brilliant.
all?
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Now, big day today. The House has found out who's up for who's up for eviction. The girls are having a nightmare. Obviously, we've got Katya, Heidi and Soph. They're all up for the chop. We've got a little exclusive now to BBLB. This is the moment that they found out they could be going this Friday.
This way.
Big Brother. The housemates nominated for eviction this week are Katya and Heidi
And
Please.
Sol.
Isn't it amazing how you can make any room look like an old people's home by just putting a load of chairs, like, all facing each other
It's a
in
bit
the middle?
unnerving, actually, how easy it is, yes.
Are you surprised at that? Do you think it's going to be the three girls?
Yes, I think each one of them richly deserves to be evicted pronto. They're three right old trio of misery gutzes, aren't they?
Were they the three you would have put up then?
Definitely, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, shall I tell you why?
Yes, please.
Well, old Sov, all she does is just disapprove of everyone and everything. Doesn't like the Bible bashers. She doesn't really join in too much with the farters. She's just disdainful and miserable and doesn't, just sits there being thoroughly
So that's
scornful.
Sov just written off
Yeah,
then?
she's no use at all. Heidi's been asleep the entire... What is the matter with her? What is she asleep? Why? How can anyone
I don't know.
sleep?
I don't know what the matter is,
we think she's no longer, imbibing or ingesting or sniffing up any of the stuff she used to. So why is she always? I don't get it.
Well, maybe she's partied a lot back in the 80s. She's tired.
She's just still sleeping that off. That
Yes.
big party in the 80s. Is
Yeah.
that what it is? So she's knackered and really no use to anyone. And as for Katya, yuck is what I think of her.
Really?
Yeah, what a yuck fest
You
she
don't
is.
like her?
No, she's a right sleaze bucket, isn't she?
Right, well, that's those three clean then. Now, we've got hold of some of the dining room footage when they nominated. I'm going to play it to you. I want you to see if you can figure out who they're talking about, all right? You might have to help Vanessa out here, guys. Let's have a look at the first person. This is Heidi talking about someone.
I like her, but she's just seems like she's passing judgment on everybody. Like, ew, ew, ew. Very snobby.
Stephanie, I think.
Stephanie it is, guys. It's Stephanie. Right, OK,
Although
next
I
up
must say, I think that's unfair.
I
think that's a bit unfair.
Really?
Stephanie.
You like
Don't you?
Stephanie?
I think Stephanie's been trying to be down with the peeps as much as she can.
Oh,
she said she came from Barnet.
Yes.
Well, that was quite good. I loved it when she said that.
One admission's hardly getting down with the peeps.
She's trying, though, not to be too sneery.
We've got another one of Heidi, actually. Let's have a look.
I can't look at her teeth. It makes me creeps. She's got 2 extra teeth here, and it just gives me creeps. It looks like a vampire.
Who's got the 2 extra teeth?
It must be Sov, but that's a bit unpleasant.
It is a little bit out of order, but it's true, yeah. It's giving her the creeps. It is Sov, yeah. And then we've got Dane up next.
I just don't think she takes in everything that's going on around her. I think she's got her own world, her own little bubble. And originally I'd sit there and say maybe it's because of the age gap, but she's obviously used to being around older people from her previous relationship, so I don't know if that can be an excuse.
Katya.
Well, you got it right. Well done, lady in the front. It was Katya! Yes. And next up, we've got Stephanie.
He is from a different planet. It's just the continual anal humour. He is determined in his delight to offend, and he's succeeded. I am offended.
Jonas.
What do we think? You think Jonas?
I think
Audience
Jonas.
say
No.
higher than a Stephen. We've got a Jonas.
Yeah,
We're
she
banging on
likes
my love.
Stephen.
Yeah.
She's offended by Jonas.
How do you feel about that kind of farting?
I think it's
Do you like
vile.
it? It's disgusting.
What do you mean,
isn't
do
it?
you
It's not
like
very
it?
nice.
How can I like it?
I thought you know. You
What
might
kind
be
of person do you think I am?
I don't
Oh, yeah,
know.
I really love it. I really am in favour. It's one of my
might be
favourite things.
nutty
I
for
think
farting.
It's disgusting. I believe in good manners and supreme
Vanessa's
etiquette
mad
at all
for
times.
flatulence.
I am not. I think they're right wind buckets and they're horrid. No, I think they're rude and uncouth. I'm with Stephanie on this.
What about
I'm even thinking of wearing a night dress in the bath with sunglasses.
Really?
I like it so much.
It's a serious look.
That's
that one,
really
isn't it?
weird.
That's
That
a
look.
real
Yeah, yeah.
What about the boys? I mean, they don't seem to. None of them up for eviction. How have they got away with that scot-free?
Well, I suppose they haven't. I think the boys, especially Dane and Alex, have been on their absolute best behaviour. They've been really trying not to dislike each other, be offensive, say anything that's at all inflammatory. Don't you think they've been as nice as they can be, as nice as pie the whole time? Vinny, everyone loves anyway.
Yeah.
Cisco's a sweet little thing, and once you've seen his bottom, I mean, all you want to do is give it a pat.
Quite furry,
Lovely.
apparently.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
Now that I do like. You didn't ask me, do you like a furry bottom,
Do you like
Vanessa?
a furry bottom? Yes.
I
No,
do.
doesn't
A
like
little
that,
bit
does
of
she like
surface interest on a bottom, I think, is nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think it's, the girls deserve it. I mean, normally I'm an ardent feminist, and I would always speak up on behalf of the girls, but not in this case.
Right,
they're sorry specimens.
Now, Katya, who you don't like, she's had this thing going on with Jonas, and it all seems to have fizzled out. She's got a real tight bond with Sov.
I had a tight what? I didn't know what you were going to say.
No, well, she's got a bit of a vibe going on with Sov. I think Sov might like her a little bit.
No, I think no. No, I think Sov likes Jonas.
Huh?
I think Sov fancies. Don't you think so?
Well, you know what? The good thing is,
I think she fancies Jonas.
We've got Sov's mates, Maliki, on the phone. Sov, Maliki, you there?
Hello.
Malachi, you all right, fella?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good. So we're fantastic here. We're all wondering, who does Sov like? Does she like Jonas or does she like Katya?
Probably a bit of both, to be honest.
Really?
See, I'm not wrong.
She's a wild one, is she?
Yeah.
Is she ever any more lively than this, Malachi?
Normally she is, she's quite bubbly, quite outgoing, but I think because she kind of is overthinking the situation and she thinks people will misunderstand her wit and her humour, so she's kind of holding back a bit, but...
Right. Yeah. What about the whole teeth thing? She got a bit of stick off Heidi for having the extra teeth. Has that happened before? Have people not liked her because of the teeth?
Oh.
What's that?
She likes
She's got a big bite.
Yeah.
What about that? What about the whole chav thing? Because she doesn't like to be considered a chav anymore. What was the kind of defining moment when she decided not to be a chav?
When she dropped her sovereign ring, I would say.
She got rid of the rings, that was it?
Yeah.
Malachi, absolute pleasure talking to you, mate. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Right. What about Base Hunter? If he loses Katya, do you think... Oh, there's some ladies who like him, particularly after that clip of the snowman stuff.
I think if he loses Katya, it can only be a good thing.
Really?
Well, at the moment, you can't even see him. She's crawling all over him like some little parasite. Can't even see what he's doing. Can't hear or see him. Without her, he's only got to improve, no question.
Vanessa, thank you very much. Give her a big round of applause. Now, earlier today, Big Brother set a new task, which asked the housemates to dress like OAPs. Not such a big stretch for most. Have a little look at this.
Housemates. For the next 2 days, housemates will become residents and carers at Last Legs, a nursing home for retired celebrities. Since Ivana and Stephanie are already over the UK retirement, they will become carers for the home.
Yes!
Yep, with it. Yep. Don't be nice to an old man here. Don't do that, no.
Right, so as Stephanie and Ivana are the oldest housemates, they've been made care workers whilst the rest of the housemates play the pensioners. This should only add to Katya's sexual frustration. As you can see, everybody now, oh, look, there's our old folks' home. You've got all the chairs just sitting there kind of dormant. They're playing a bit of bowls. Do you play bowls, Vanessa?
No, I'm not old enough to play bowls. 47, for God's sake. This is very unfair.
Big Brother has, of course, provided a daily menu for the house, but being old people, they can't eat their meals. Yeah? Not until they've been liquidised. So what we thought we'd do is give you a little insight into what their blended meals might taste like. Under each of these clutches is a tasty meal that they... Oh, that smells lovely. That the housemates have to eat. And guess what? Vanessa's going to blend them up. It's only juice o'clock, everybody. Now, to sample these dishes, we won't be dressing up in OAP outfits because we're going to be keeping it real. We've got the genuine article. Please welcome Barbara, everybody. Get yourself over here, Barbara. How you doing, darling? You sit yourself down, my love.
Thank you.
You all right?
Yep,
You're
fine.
good? OK, now, Barbara, I'm going to have to blindfold you, darling, if that's all right. Yeah, do you mind?
Nah.
OK, fantastic. Thank you for being a good sport, Barbara. You all right? You can just fiddle around with those. Oh, sorry. Lovely. We all good? Right. Barbara cannot see a thing, everybody. I'm going to show you what's on the menu. This is our last legs menu that Barbara's going to be trying. Vanessa, you're going to blend these up. Right, OK, what we're going to... Oh, there we go.
Scoop
First
it in a bit.
tea.
Yeah.
You scoop it in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
You know the best bit? I've put it in the one that doesn't work, which is great news. So what I'm going to do now is go like that.
Oh, God.
We're not having a great fun.
Go on, then.
Right, there we go. Do a bit of that. Hang on a minute.
Right.
Oh, nightmare, you say?
Right.
Yeah? Hang on a sec. Bit of that in there.
Look at that. Oh, disgusting.
Right.
OK, all right.
This is the breakfast one.
Oh.
You've obviously never worked in a juice shop before, Vanessa.
That's why I got my A-levels, you see, so I wouldn't have to do that.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Right.
There we go. Pour a bit of that.
Take
Right,
a little
okay.
scoop a bit out.
Oh, I can see this on those clip shows in a few years' time. Right.
Oh, dear.
Oh. We're not having... But guess what? We're going to move on. Barbara, the beautiful thing is you don't have to drink it, my love.
Okay,
Right,
let's try
go
this
here.
one. All right.
Let's get that one in there.
Okay.
Pour a bit of that in. Fantastic.
All right, that should work.
Very good. Bit of this. Hang on a second. Get some dessert in. Do you like dessert, Bob?
Yep.
Very good. Okay. Get that in there. Right.
Oh, look at that blend. Nice.
That's a nice blend, isn't it, Vanessa? Lovely blend. Here, here we go. It's almost like we didn't do this in the dress rehearsal.
Oh, God. Pour out the middle. We're really, this is... Oh, no! No!
Barbara! No! Take this in your hand, darling. Right, Barbara, you have a little sip. And you tell us what you think it is, darling. You have to really tip it, Barb. You have to really tip it more.
Knock it back.
Bit more. Bit more. What do you think it is, darling?
Bacon?
No, it's not. No, sausage mash and gravy and apple crumble. Give her a big round of applause. Fantastic. Right. Nearly time for a break, everybody. But first, some voting information. Heidi Catcher and Soft Face of Vixen. I can now reveal that 2 people will be going on Friday. The lines are open now. Here are the numbers you need. To evict Heidi, call 09011 323 003. To evict Katya, call 09011 323 005. To evict Lady Sovereign, call 09011 323 006. The 2 housemates with the most votes will be evicted in Friday's eviction show. Calls cost 50p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. 15 pence from each call will be donated to Comic Relief. For details and terms, go to channel4.com/Big Brother. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Welcome back to Little Brother. Wasn't that an incredible success before the break, guys, eh? Now, it's no secret that Heidi has been on the wrong side of the law, but she's not the only one with a criminal record, no. Dane apparently has got one too.
Cause tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky with you.
I hope we've got a lady in the front row there. She got mad freaky. And now you might think that was a pretty big offence, but our team have launched their own investigation, and we've reason to believe that a number of housemates have been involved in illegal activity during their time in the house. It's time now, of course, for Judge George. Welcome to the BB courts, everybody. Now, obviously, as Rav used to be a man of the law, he will be bringing each case against the housemates to the court of Judge George. Vanessa, having been a housemate, will be defending them. Tonight, we have 3 defendants charged with illegal acts during their time in the Big Brother house. First up, Stephen Andrew Baldwin stands accused of public nuisance. DC Wilding, what evidence do you have to support these charges?
Well, Judge, we have reason to believe that Mr Baldwin has preached, patronised and incited irritation to his fellow housemates. Take a look at our police footage.
The house is not big enough to hide away from him sometimes.
I found something this morning because I mopped up in it.
What is it? Once you heat a wok and you oil it, it'll cook anything within 90 seconds.
Still, I'm not a selfish person.
You've got him right where you want him.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because at the minute, everything will be water.
Just keep denying him. That little drop in the right moment.
When?
Tyson showed me.
When did he show you that?
He showed me at a delicatessen at 2:30 in the morning.
Sometimes we all need some space in here, and when you go and get it, sometimes Stephen appears and gives you a lecture on something.
Or he's a bit of a nightmare. Does the defence, who might have just said is looking particularly nice in that get-up, do you have anything to add?
Yes, my lad, in defence of Stephen Baldwin, I think it very important to add that he is preaching the gospel, that he is preaching kindliness, godliness, and he is trying to facilitate
Right.
peace, understanding and goodwill on earth.
Jury, how do we find the defendant? Guilty or not guilty? Yes. Guilty. Stephen Baldwin is hereby sentenced to 500 hours of nothing but dancing on ice. Right, our next defendant, Mr. Vincent Peter Jones, stands accused of fraud. DC Wilding, what evidence do you have?
Well, Judge, we have reason to believe that Mr Jones has portrayed himself as a hard man and has misled the public. We have strong evidence to support this. Take a look.
Want a cup of tea? Who wants breakfast in bed, anyone? When we get... I'll do it when we get finished anyway, you know, like on all the plates and everything. The first couple of days were really hard for me. I was very emotional.
Oh, Vanessa, very quickly,
My
darling.
lord, in defence of Vincent Jones, I would like to add that neither my colleague nor you would dare to take him on despite his watching up.
You're absolutely right. Jury, guilty or not guilty? No! Not guilty. We absolutely love Vinny. He's getting off scot-free. That's all we've got time for tonight. This spin-off show has applied the brakes. It's time to get off. Big thank you to all our guests, Vanessa Feltz, Rev Wilding, our studio audience, and of course you guys at home. Check out the main show, Channel 4 tonight, 10 o'clock. We'll be back with more house action tomorrow night, 6 p.m. on E4 with Rick, the Jaw Edwards. We'll see you then.